guys, just kind of messing around today. So it's kind of a learning experience for me. Not really learning, but a lesson that I probably shouldn't try to sell these jobs before I've actually looked at them with my own eyes. And the upcoming video here is going to be me out there showing you what I found. But you know, where my mind goes because of most of the jobs that I work on is there's going to be hand framing, not preformed trusses. And I think we all know that you never want to cut a engineered truss unless you get an engineer out there and a stamped approval. So I just want to read this out real quick for those of you guys that are just starting out in the trades, and maybe you don't really have a full understanding of what you can cut and what you can't. But so I just kind of Googled can you cut trusses, okay? And here's what the interweb here says. It says cutting trusses is a high-risk task that affects structural integrity, safety, and building code compliance. It is generally not safe to cut trusses without engineer approval and proper reinforcement. Homeowners and contractors often consider cutting trusses for reasons such as creating openings for skylights, adding headroom for attic conversions, or repairing damage. However, these modifications are treated as structural changes requiring review and documentation by a qualified professional. The procedure includes engineering evaluation, permitting, reinforced repairs, or alternate solutions, and inspection. Following these steps protect safety, property value, and legal standing. It is crucial to understand the structural risks, code considerations, safe practices, and alternatives to cutting trusses to make informed decisions. So you don't want to cut them unless you're going to get an engineer involved. And where my mind goes, because most of the homes I work on are older, I assume it was hand framed, with proper 2x8 or 2x10 ceiling joists with rafters that have a whole different set of rules to abide by. So I'm going to show you a video right here of a guy who probably should not be cutting into his home. He's putting in I think he's putting in a ladder access, but not good. You don't want to do this.
Okay, I'm going to try to do a voiceover on top of this. This is the attic stairs that I'm having to work on. This is just the existing opening. I'll climb on up the ladder here and you'll see the two trusses that are going to have to be cut.
All right, now I don't think he's cut any yet, but it looks like something's cut there. I'm not sure. Let's see what this guy gets himself into.
The first one is right below the camera. There's a lot. That one in the back right there, that second one I had to cut, and then this one right here I had to remove that light.
Yeah, I think he already did cut
that truss out too. So in a few minutes you'll see where I mark off what I've got to cut.
So he's going to make another little. He's going to make another little rectangle here. See his lines there? He's going to cut. I think he ends up cutting two trusses out of the way. Let's go ahead a little bit here. There we go.
Sheetrock.
So he's got one there.
Go up and cut those two trusses.
And one there that he had a light in.
All right, this is where I cut the truss.
And you cut it. Yeah, so we cut that off.
Cut them.
Yeah, so we cut that truss off right there. And all he did was to the load-bearing wall there, he put a little 1 foot 2x6 there and kind of screwed it to the existing truss joist and then screwed down to the top plate. I don't think an engineer is going to go for that.
Right here, I put these blocks in here. This is screwed down into the wall, and then from the back side, I screwed through the truss into this board, and that's about a 4-inch screws. I did it here. I did it again for this truss.
See what he did there? You would never get an engineer to stamp off to approve that. Unreal.
Here, and then over here, same thing. This is going down into a wall. That wall there.
Yeah. You put a block there.
And from the back side on that truss. And also over here, these.
And here, let's go back here for a second.
And from the back side on
So so when he framed it out, he didn't double it, and he should be using joist hangers too. I'm pretty sure. Crazy. Crazy.
And also over here, these
Blocks on it, and that's not gonna do it.
So now these
It's a tension, pulling towards itself. That's not going to stop it completely.
Now these are just 2 support boards that are in place until I can get the ladder or the attic stairs set up on top of it. Alright, I've got the ladder sitting in here. It's just sitting on my supports.
Plus, you're adding weight to that. You get the stairs on there, and then you get a body climbing up. No. Let's go a little further. Let's see what this guy has to say about cutting. I'm not going to show the guy's face. Okay, let's look at this finished product here. So yeah, he put some boards there. That's not doubled up or anything. He should have cut this back to make it a little bit better. I'd have cut the back even a little bit more, and I'd have doubled it all the way around. When I put his stairs in my garage one time, I boxed it in. I doubled it, and I used joist hangers for strength. What he did, it's not going to stand the test of time. Structural integrity is lost. So just want to show you that real quick. Well, some people are bigger risk takers than me. So anyway, yeah, I went out to this house that has an add-on to it, and it has a rec room that has engineered trusses in the ceiling, and there is no way I'm cutting it. So instead of doing this ceiling cassette unit, we are going to do a wall unit, and I'll show you in the video where we're going to put that and why it's a much smarter decision. Alright guys, so here we are in this rec room here where he wants to put a ceiling cassette right in the middle of the ceiling here. Now what I need to do is I need to get up above here, and I need to see what kind of truss system we got or joists that we have. If they're trusses, we're not cutting anything, of course. If they are just ceiling joist, we can cut header off and box it in. But the ceiling cassette that he chose, it's a 4-way he wants in the middle, is not going to work. Is not going to work for whatever stud patterns that we have here, whether it be 16 on center or 24 on center. It will not fit. It's a cool place. Could put a wall unit right there, and that would work just fine in here. I'm gonna talk to him about that too. I should have came and looked at this first, but it's not that big of a space. I don't know why he thinks you can't do a wall unit in here. A wall unit right there would work just fine. It worked just fine in here. Yeah, this space ain't very big, and it's actually not that far from there to over to here. A ductless wall unit will work great in here instead of messing around with trying to cut a ceiling cassette in here. This fireplace doesn't work anymore, so he's going to abandon it. It wouldn't matter anyway. We could shoot straight through there, and yeah, we would have no problem. We'd have no problem because the let me show you outside. So we might have to modify the proposal that I had him sign. Ugh. And I can save him some money. So here's the back side of our fireplace here. He's already got a disconnect here that will just that for an old hot tub that's not there anymore. We'll swap that out to a standard AC disconnect, and we can put the heat pump right here. So that's a no-brainer. I mean, that is a no-brainer. I don't know what he's thinking. All right, so now what I'm going to do, just to confirm, I mean, if these are actual prefab trusses, I am definitely not going to do a ceiling cassette. Let's go up there and see what we got up in the old attic. All right, got my ladder set up here. I got my light up there. And watch this. Yeah, we are not putting a ceiling cassette in here. No freaking way, guys. I'm going to mess up all the insulation up here. I can't cut these trusses. No freaking way. It ain't happening. So, yeah, he's getting a wall unit. Let me show you where it's going to go. Come here, light. Yeah, it's real tight getting through there, too. Ain't no freaking way, man. No way, no way, no how. Alright, so what he can do is he can either move this piece of artwork down a little bit, and that probably will give us enough room to put him up there, maybe. Or we'll just find a different, he can just find a different piece of artwork to put up there. But that is a perfect place to put the wall unit, and it's going to work just fine in here. I don't know why he wouldn't think that it would. It would work great in here. And there's good insulation in this new addition here too, fairly new addition. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go have a little chit chat with him.